Derek, talk to me about consistency. It's the holy grail in football, isn't it? It's the thing that everybody wants. How easy is it to achieve consistency of performance, which I imagine comes before consistency of result?
That's not easy, but I think the confidence the players have in the way that they're playing provides the consistency. And, I think that they have shown in recent times how well they can play. They can run forward, they can score goals. They've got an enthusiasm to do well in this league. They always talk in a positive way, which is hugely beneficial, not only to the supporters, the club, but myself as well, because they want to come here and do well. And, that's where we're at this moment in time.
Does it feel like there's a feel-good factor around the place at the minute?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I said that a number of weeks ago. I think that we're seeing players that have been given an opportunity, either on loan or on a permanent deal, to come here and play football, score goals, create goals, defend. We've had 4 players, /5 away in international duty, which is great for the football club. But it's really positive that these players wanted to come to Morecambe and been able to give them that opportunity. They only get that opportunity if they do well, and they're certainly doing that.
Just as far as scoring goals is concerned, I think it's 7 league games in a row you've scored in. I think you scored multiple goals in most of those, 3 in the last 3 in all competitions. Would it be fair to say that that is not necessarily the way your Morecambe team played in your previous spell here? It was a lot more about clean sheets and winning games by the odd goal. Has anything changed from you approach-wise?
No, nothing has changed. I think that we've probably just been able to get a different type of player in, the younger, which helps. And with the younger player coming in, their enthusiasm to run is important. And I think that has certainly helped us, because they're able to recover quite quickly. They're able to repeat, and I use the word repeat quite a bit, is that you're able to do the same thing well over and over again. And these young players are only learning, but a lot of them are ahead of where they should be at this stage.
Do you think that pragmatic is a word that's used in football sometimes in a derogatory way? And sometimes you do have to have the right pieces to complete the jigsaw? Yes,
there's no doubt about it. I think that different clubs run differently, and that's why there's the beauty of managers and coaches that play in different systems. Some football clubs want your manager to come in and pass the ball 10 times in the 18-yard box and then play out and then get caught and then lose a goal, or on the flip side, to pass the ball forward and get a goal. But my view is that the supporters want to see forward playing football, want to see play in the attacking half, want to get the play forward quickly, but quickly means by through the midfield, or it's from a right back into a central striker and then playing off of that. That's what they're here to see. They're here to see goal action, and the game hasn't changed over the years. Supporters are here to be entertained.
I'm not really a statistics person, but I saw something the other day about the speed with which a team attacked. Mm-hmm. And Morecambe were up there in the top 5 in Europe, let alone in English football. Is that a premeditated, Derek Adams says to his players, I want to do it like this? Or is that a consequence of having the young, energetic, attacking players that you've got?
No, that's always been the way that I've played. Going back to my Ross County days when we had 2 wingers, if it was a Sproul or an Adam Strachan who could run forward, or if it was a Jervis, a Slew, a Carey or Ramirez at Plymouth Argyle, I always looked for wide players and central players as well to get in the box. And how quickly can we counter-attack? I always go back to the days when, Man United used to want the opposition to have a corner kick, because then they broke on them. The opposition weren't sitting in. And we're similar. We want the space to be there. We want the space to be behind us. We want to see grass, and we're going to get that ball as quickly as possible into our front players as we can.
I know you'll be perhaps not keen to single out specific individuals, but to play in that way, I guess you do need a goal scorer and a focal point. And I think Michael Mellor is more than 1 in 2 goal scoring wise this season. How big a part of what you're doing is having that guy to finish stuff off?
Definitely. I mean, I think that over the years it's important to have a number 9, and we certainly got that in Michael Mellon, but he's helped with the players round about him as well, because if you take a Bloxham, a Slew, a Mayer, a McKiernan running forward, he's all got options to pass to, and that helps his game as well. But he's been in fantastic form. He wants to score goals. He's got an unbelievable strike of the ball, and he's always in a position that looks like he's going to get a goal.
As far as this next game is concerned, what have you made of Tranmere? Because it's been, I'm sure, a strange season for them to have changed managers so soon. Yeah,
I've watched Tranmere quite a bit, and what I would say about Tranmere is that they're a very good side going forward. I see, the patterns of play that they have. I see them playing here mostly with a one-sitter, 2 attacking central midfield players. They keep the width. They want to get players in the box. They want to get a switch of play. They're all the things that you would look and think, they should be higher up the league. And there's no doubt about that. They've got a lot of talented players in that squad.
I don't think there have been huge numbers of clean sheets in this division across the board. We talk about it's a close division. We're seeing close games, but not necessarily tight games. Do you think there are a lot of mentalities that are a bit similar to yours at the minute, of we just want to go and try and win the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is. I think that early in the season, a lot of teams just go and play and see how many points they can get on the board, see what position they can get into by the halfway stage of the season, then take it from there. And we are no different. And I think that's why you're seeing, a lot of goals from both sides in a game.
As far as playing here is concerned, we've spoken already this season about the good home record that you've got. How much of that is now psychological? How much of that is now in your players' mind in a positive sense, and maybe in opposition players' minds in a negative sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a big thing. I think that that goes down to confidence. It goes down to, as you said before, consistency. Because as a player, you feel good playing at home. But not only that, we've got the supporters behind you. And when your home supporters are here, it certainly helps you. But we've gone away in the last 3 away games and won 3, and we've had very good away support as well, travelling a lot of miles. So, but at home, we enjoy playing here. There's no doubt about it.
Averaging 2 points a game at home, that's a good sign, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, I think that we're second to Stockport at this moment in time in points per game. So that's very good. We've still got a couple of games in hand and many teams in the league, and we just have to keep on working.
Are you I don't look at the league table man, or do you have to be encouraged by where you are?
No, I do look at the league table. Probably look to see who I can catch in every given Saturday, and that's the nature of the business. Can we get a win, and how many points will it take us to catch the next teams?
I think there's a bit of a list of personnel to check up on after the weekend. We'll start with the goalkeeper. How's Stuart?
Yeah, Stuart has gone for a scan this morning, so we'll wait to see what comes back from that. Farron Rawson is getting checked out this morning because he had a cut to the eye, so we'll see how he is. Jake Taylor is out. Jacob Adu will be fine. I don't think there's anyone else. I think everybody else was good.
Just on the goalkeeping situation, I don't think it's necessarily number 1 and number 2 that you've got. I think it's maybe that Stuart has been, in really good form and being getting the nod. There's no hesitation, is there, to put Adam Smith in there? No,
I mean, Adam Smith, if we all remember, was Player of the Year for Northampton when they got promoted out of this division. So he's a vastly experienced goalkeeper. He wants the chance to play number 1 here, and he's going to get that.
And as far as the squad is concerned, it's a relatively small core of players who so far have served you really well. Do big tests come when you lose a couple of individuals? Because I guess proportionately, that's a bigger proportion of your available senior players than other people.
Yeah, I mean, but it's up to the ones that are not playing to step up to it. And when they get that opportunity, then they've got to be ready, to take that opportunity. And we've certainly got players that are waiting for that, and we'll get that opportunity in the coming weeks.
Do you think having a smaller squad can help that in some cases? If you've got 30 and you're maybe player 29, you're probably a long way away.
I've always worked with a smaller squad, 22, 23 is fine. You don't need any more than that. You've got 4/5 players that miss out every Saturday from your 18-man squad. And if you have to dip into the youth system, then you can.
Is it easier to manage the personalities with fewer of them?
Yeah, of course. You've got less players not playing every week, and it certainly helps with the team spirit. We've got a very good team spirit, but that's because we're tight-knit. We've only got, a small group of players working for the same cause.
And when you're winning, do you get fewer knocks on the door saying, why am I not playing?
Yeah, I'm always one for... I always say to a player, if you're going to knock on my door, if you want the truth, I'll give you the truth. If you don't want the truth, then don't come in.
Get money for your old phone, MazumaMobile.com.